The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Ukraine.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, the club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. So things are underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the... And a chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rummenigge. Bullet. This looks promising. Bullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Hullet. Yaya Toure. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Vieira. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary. Played out to the left flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Goes forward. Now he's off and running. And he's worked it through. It's a promising position. He's gone forward. Now it's Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nesta gets the foot in and wins the ball. Ribery gets into a good position. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Could be danger here. Oh, what a mistake. Keeper's got good distance on that. It's a really well-measured ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Ukraine really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Ajax find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Best. That's a good foray he's making. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bullet gets it away. That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. Ukraine are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Quality ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Shot a goal! Great football, shot and save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Corner number 2 then. Ribery goes short. That is good strength. Has crossed into the middle. Nesta can get it clear. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. Pull it.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Pedri,
time.
who is rarely short on confidence. He's having a hit! It's bounced back off the post. And he should have made it 4.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pirlo. Best. And this is Hullet. And he plays one through. And the whistle goes for half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling. Ukraine decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. It's Adriano! And that's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Looking for options for movement. Schmeichel punts it upfield, and he cuts out the supply. And they're back on the ball again. Has a look and plays it forward. Rummenigge, and he is deftly away. Not the most accurate pass. Ukraine different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pass is just off target. Toure makes the interception. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And there's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming up.
Messi! Oh, great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Koller dominates aerially so often. Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano, Ribéry, Desailly tries to clear. Ukraine perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rummenigge, Zola, played right into his path. Hullet. Can he finish? It's a goal! The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Number 8, Gattuso.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's quick to get rid.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chance for a shot! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Bale. Bale ploughing, shapes to shoot! Varane clears without hesitation. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's a great ball here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Needs to return pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Ajax relax, can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 3 minutes
It's
added
a
time.
sharp little ball here. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's that. Ukraine were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Please take this opportunity to
Well,
pay
how
a
will we
visit
look
to
back
our
on
official
that?
store
Well,
for
Peter, this
memorabilia
was
from
probably
today's
more...
match.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Ukraine against Uruguay.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Fermin is onto it in a flash. Fermin. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got away. And it's Hullet. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. Pirlo, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Ribery. And it's Lopez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Fiore! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. No, he's not getting past him there. Cannavaro. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Albert Ferrer. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Torres stood his ground strongly. Not the most accurate pass. Ukraine yet to have an attempt on goal. Rijkaard, Guardiola.
Uruguay definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Pirlo, it's a pretty loose pass. Guardiola going forward. And here's Torres. And Torres! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Uruguay have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Ukraine are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a little off target. And it's Son Heung-min. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, some astute defending there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a cute ball. Nice interception, well timed. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Real chance! And again! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Guardiola wriggles his way through, looking to play him in. Lam.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Up applies the finish! He's got away with one there. Costa Curta. And Fermin. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
A case now of complete control. Fermin receives it in a good position here. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Hello attendees,
That is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre. Substitution for Ukraine, number 22, Bullet.
Down to business
Number
again.
10, Pirlo.
Ukraine come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here.
Number 5,
This looks
Shevchenko.
promising.
Substitution.
Nesta, and that's gone loose. Fiore! And that's off target.
Fiore clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Ukraine different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Albert Ferrer. Now it's Iniesta. Threads one in. Not much subtlety about that challenge. He might be in here. Lopez. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Uruguay have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. And the counter is on.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through, and this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And there's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Oh, great header! And he's there to belt it away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ukraine still have the cards to affect this game. Best. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. Uruguay are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Shevchenko! Now that was quite some save.
Ukraine certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Uruguay are looking to go forward now. Thuram. Time and again they are repelled. Fiore. Costa Curta. He came in hard, very hard. Koller finding himself in space. Driven in. He's rising! No, he can't turn it in.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Fermin. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Iniesta. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's... Oh, great chance! Picked out brilliantly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Uruguay have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And here's Iniesta. This is a promising build-up. And a goal kick. And this is Son Heung-min, always goal side. Oh, just a keeper now. Son Heung-min!
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Played out to the left flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fermin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
This is the time you need that pace.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Iniesta. Great vision. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Ukraine have got it back and they'll have another go. Shapes to shoot! And with that, the end. Ukraine cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
And now,
Any
I'd just
reflections
like
on
to
what
read
you've
out
seen,
our
Jim?
fan club members who are
One-sided
celebrating
and
their
only one
birthdays
winner,
today.
Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Corinthians have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively.
It's Adriano! Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he's following up. In he goes again, and it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball out wide. Alexander-Arnold. No, he's not getting past him there. Spread out to the left. And Mateus. Spread to the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Out for a throw. Oh, no joy this time.
Corinthians really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Raul has it in a wide position. Decent chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Fernandez. Zanetti. And it's Fernandez. Neymar. Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! A finish right from the top draw. Corinthians are back in business. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There will be a throw-in, and that's definitely not his best. Howson calmly anticipates. Mateus. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Neymar. Distributed tidily. And across it goes. A header! And That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He can run onto that. Always goal side. Great, tries a shot! Goal, Ukraine! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ukraine with the lead. Howson is the team's great visionary, looking for a runner. That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ribéry, he's found a way. Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And now the breakaway. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Messi.
Foram indicados 2
Cannavaro.
minutos de acréscimo.
Ribéry. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Raul. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Ukraine ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. The second half is up and running. He takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. And he's worked it through. And Ribéry! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Oh, good climb! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everyone,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. Well, we're underway.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Conte. And he was alert to it. Pirlo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's McAllister. Conte. And here's Batistuta. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Conte. Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
McAllister is offering a wry smile there.
Carvajal. Looking for the run. Yamal. Fermin. Yamal. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And the keeper's got it again. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass. And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Ukraine, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ribéry. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. Has a look up and drives it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Best. Adriano. And the shot! Roberto Carlos.
Portugal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Best, very much a man of this moment. Conte. Ambitious ball here. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Best. Always onto this. And that is out of play. Very nicely done. Ball's out once more. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Vieira. Ribéry. Tries to play it through. Ribéry crosses. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. McAllister. Good ball, good take. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Pirlo, he's picked his way through. The ball has bounced loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's heaved it away. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Pirlo. He's being urged to shoot. Conte. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Nesta. Adriano going after that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Threads one in. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
I'd like to draw your
back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. So the first half brought no goals. He's found space here. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And here's Ribéry. Conte. Now it's Lopez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's had it taken off him. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Adriano! And there's a goal! How they've waited! Now they have it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Ukraine are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's been slipped through. Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely weighted ball. So we've reached the hour mark.
This match was 71,649.
Best picks it up out wide. Gabriel tries to clear. Ukraine with the corner, they're first. Araujo with the clearance. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Overhit and out of play. And this is Batistuta. He's in a great position here. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get it through? Yamal! Yamal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep...
And Ribéry! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution for Portugal.
Number 2 then.
Vinicius Junior. Number 16, Fermin. Number 13, Jamal. Number 9,
And the shot!
Batistuta.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lam really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Number 18,
Ukraine have their third corner.
Second. Number 10, Bebeto.
Bullish header!
Substitutions taking
He's
place.
beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Corner number 4 coming up here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos running with the ball. Saka. He is through here. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Great chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Bebeto was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And he's taking no chances there. Knocks it out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. He's ended up in no man's land. And he welcomes it in. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, played right into his path. Araujo. Carvajal. De Bruyne.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. Gabriel. Now it's Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Can he finish? And that's in. And this is getting better and better. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Ukraine have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Zola. Carvajal cuts out the pass. There will be 4 extra minutes. And that will be the final act. Ukraine are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
To all members of the crowd,
Adriano
I'd like
voted
to ask
man
you
of the
to join
match.
me
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Ukraine.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine... And Del Piero!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele, can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Now there's the shot! Spread out to the left. Not the most accurate pass. Gattuso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Del Piero. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pele wants to run onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
I was going to be disappointed with that. That is good alertness. Gattuso. And here's Del Piero. The ball has bounced loose now. Ukraine still without a single shot on target. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, nice touch. Foot in. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Pele looking to be a menace in the final third. And the shot! That's a look and plays it forward.
Eintracht Frankfurt have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And Del Piero! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And it's Eintracht Frankfurt who take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that has not gone well.
Ukraine really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely aimed pass. He'll try from distance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, nearly, but not quite. Eintracht Frankfurt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And no mistake! They are purring, truly purring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Eintracht Frankfurt are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Eintracht Frankfurt, fine. Just about within shooting range. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Azar. Wriggles his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ribéry, played out wide. And this is Pirlo. Ribéry. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Azar. Great vision. Van Bronckhorst calmly anticipates. Now it's Del Piero. Lahm. Mateus. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This is Hazard. Looking to play him in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Best plays it in. Thuram gets it away. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Just a quick announcement.
Just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So the action resumes. Ukraine not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Best going fake. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Pirlo's cross. Nesta gathers from the goal kick. Mateus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Mateus.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pirlo. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Del Piero. He is through here. Tries to cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Has to go back here. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eintracht Frankfurt appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that was vital. Pirlo. Adriano.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mateus. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that was very necessary. And it's Pirlo. And it's Vieira.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Del Piero. Pirlo. It's a pretty loose pass. Adriano is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him. Marquez. And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. It's anyone's ball now. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Goes for a shot! And it's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ukraine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And a chance! And that's off target. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Thuram cuts it out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot is beat. Goal! They're back within reach! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Takes the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Not a bad try by any means.
Hazard really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
In with the challenge. Adriano. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome...